Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. NASCAR Cup Series, Advent Health 400 from Kansas International Raceway, Kansas Motor Speedway. 400 laps, 400.5 miles, 400 miles, 267 laps, 3 stages, 80, 80, and 107. This is the 33rd NASCAR Cup Series race at Kansas Speedway. Last year in the spring, Kyle Busch won Stage 1, Kyle Larson Stage 2, Kyle Busch won the race. And in the fall, Kyle Larson won Stage 1, William Byron Stage 2, and Kyle Larson won the race. Now, in the last 5 years, 10 races at Kansas, 10 different stage winners. So Kyle Busch has won 5 stages. Kyle Larson 3 stages, Chase Elliott 2, Kevin Harvick 2, Denny Hamlin 2, Ryan Blaney 2, William Byron and Brad Keselowski, Martin Truex Jr. and Joe Logano have each won 1 stage. 4 of the last 6 Kansas spring race winners have gone on to the Final 4. Yeah, we're unique stat, right? 4 of the last 6 spring and Kansas winners of this race have went on to the Final 4 of the last race of the year. Only twice in the last 10 years has Kansas went to overtime. So this is not normally an overtime track. Now, 7 or more cautions 6 times. So in the last 4 races, the last caution came on lap 39, lap 2, lap 42, and lap 22. So you're going to have a green flag run typically at Kansas from that last caution until the end of the race. That's when tire management comes into play. That's when your old bump and runs come into play. Now, if you look at the 2 Kansas races from 2021, Kevin Harvick averaged 2.5. Chase Elliott averaged 3.5. Martin Truex 6.5. William Byron 7.5. Denny Hamlin 8.5. Kurt Busch 9.5. Chris Buescher, Austin Hill, Kyle Larson each with 10. Average finish of 10th. Larson with a win. Brad Keselowski 10th. Kyle Busch 14.5 with a win. Speaking of Kyle Busch, him and Samantha welcomed their new baby girl to the world today, which is great to hear that Kyle won't be missing a race. He's got a few days here to spend at home until he goes to Kansas. From what I understand, everyone's doing good, so that's pretty exciting news. Brexton's going to be a big brother. Brexton and Lennox be like Kurt and Kyle in 25 years. Just going to throw that out there. Alright, on the intermediate tracks, which is what Kansas is, the bread and butter of NASCAR Cup Series, we had 12 races in 2021. Kyle Larson average finish 5.1 with 5 wins. Kevin Harvick 7.5. Denny Hamlin 8.0 with 2 wins. Kyle Busch 9.3 with a win. That 1 win was at Kansas. William Byron 9.5 with a win. Martin Truex Jr. 10.0 with a win. Austin Dillon 11.0. Chase Elliott 11.7. Brad Keselowski 12.75. And then Tyler Reddick 13.1. Now, those intermediate tracks in 2022, which was Atlanta, Vegas, and Darlington. We know Vegas is a playoff track. Isn't it a playoff track this year? I was thinking it was. Maybe I'm wrong on that one. Let's see. Where's the schedule? Where's the schedule go? Hold on. Yeah, Vegas is a playoff track. Darlington is a playoff track. Kansas is a playoff track, and Phoenix is the playoff tracks we've already been to. So on these 1.5 miles, Phoenix, Darlington, Atlanta, 2 of the 3 are playoff. Kansas is a playoff. William Byron 6.3 average finish with a win. Yeah, I know. Finished 13th at Darlington. Should have been a win. Shouldn't have ran Joey Logano into the wall, and that wouldn't have happened. I love the fact that Joey came out and said, look, he ran me into the wall on the restart to take the lead. Payback. It's not like, somebody will come there, oh yeah, I didn't mean to do it. It was a complete racing accident. He got loose. I didn't know what he was going to do. I accidentally got into him. I feel bad for his guy. Yeah, no. Joe's like, yeah, I did it because he didn't. He ran me dirty. And I love William B going, if he thought he's a moron, yeah, I didn't run him dirty. I ran him up. If he can't drive, that's on him. And you got Jeff Gordon going, well, William Byron owes him one. I'm like, oh my God, this is awesome. But Joey, I didn't have a problem with that. I know there's a lot of talk on satellite radio this week. The dump and run, the bump and run, which is worse, which is better. I was cool with it all. Chase Elliott, 6.6 average finish on these mile and a half, on these intermediates. Logano, 8.0 with a win. Justin Haley, 10.3, great third place finish for him at Darlington. Ross Chastain, 11.6. Darlington. You gotta race the racetrack, not the competitors. Ross Chastain knew on the restarts, coming out of 3, low tire pressure, there's a bump there. If you hit it just right, you will lose control. He lost it, saved it. The next restart, lost it, and there was no saving to it. Kevin Harvick, 12.3. Tyler Reddick, 12.3. Christopher Bell, 13.0. Eric Almirola, 13.8. Martin Truex Jr., 13.3. Alex Bowman, 13.3 with a win. So we have 10 different winners so far. Could we have 11 at Kansas? If you look at the last 6 races at Kansas, Chase Elliott averaged a 5.2. On the season, on these intermediates, he's not even in the, he's at 6.6. Kevin Harvick, 5.5 at Kansas, 12.3 in intermediates this year. Last year, 7.5 on the intermediates. Brad Keselowski, the last 6 races at Kansas, 7.7 with a win. Denny Hamlin, 8.3 with 2 wins in the last 6. On the season, he's not having a great year. Martin Truex, 8.3. He doesn't have a win yet. Alex Bowman, 8.8. William Byron, 9.9. This is all the last 6 races at Kansas. Kyle Larson, 10.5 with a win. Kurt Busch, 12.8. Kyle Busch, 13. Joey Logano, 18.7. Now, if we look at the point standings, like I said, we have 10 different winners in 12 races. We got William Byron with 2 wins, 13 playoff points. Ross Chastain with 2 wins, 12 playoff points. Chase Elliott, 1 win, 7 playoff points. He is plus 65 for the regular season championship. That's an additional 15 bonus points. Denny Hamlin's got a win, 7 playoff points. Logano a win, 6 playoff points. Alex Bowman, Kyle Larson, Chase Briscoe, each with a win, each with 6 playoff points. Kyle Busch, Austin Cindric, each with a win, each with 5 playoff points. Ryan Blaney is plus 102 to the cut line. Won last year, hasn't won yet. Martin Truex Jr. plus 78, won last year. Christopher Bell plus 41, won last year. Kevin Harvick plus 27. It's on one of the biggest non-winning streaks of his career. Didn't win at all last year. Eric Almirola is 15 plus 25, won last year. Austin Dillon plus 1 to the cut line. With his teammate minus 1 last year, these two back and forth for the playoffs. Tyler Reddick has never won. Eric Jones won in 2019, he's minus 5. Daniel Suarez has never won, minus 18. Chris Buescher, who hasn't won in a long time, minus 36. Justin Haley, who won the rain-shortened Daytona race, minus 44. Kurt Busch in that 45, 23-11, minus 54, which that could be a lot worse if it wasn't for the great pit crew that he has, that wheel coming off and him not even, them getting him stopped. I mean, literally the front tire changer dove under the hood of the car to keep him from leaving the pit stall. Even NASCAR said he didn't leave the pit stall. So the idea of the rule is if you leave the pit stall and that tire is out on the track or around other cars where somebody could hit it, knock it somewhere, that's going to cause injury. The fact that the car didn't leave the pit stall, the tire didn't leave the pit stall, there's no penalty there. They saved themselves a huge penalty there. Michael McDowell minus 56 and then Bubba Wallace minus 62. The fact that Kurt Busch, Bubba Wallace, both 23-11, they're within 8 points of one another. I don't think the issue is, I know people want to blame Bubba Wallace, and I hate that. It's 23-11 this year. They're just down. Toyotas are, you really can't say the Toyotas are down, because if you look at the Toyotas, you got Denny Hamlin in the top, basically in the playoffs right now. You've got Kyle Busch in the playoffs right now, both with wins. Martin Truex Jr., Christopher Bell. You have 4 Joe Gibbs Toyotas in the top 13 in points. But you got Kurt Busch, Bubba Wallace, the 2 satellite Joe Gibbs teams, Denny Hamlin, the 2311 teams, struggling big time. If it wasn't for bad luck, they'd have no luck at all. I mean, they've gotten into some bad issues this year. I mean, if you even look at their finishes, you got, let's see here, Kurt is literally 1 position ahead of Denny in points. I mean, you have Kurt Busch at 233 points, Denny Hamlin at 231. The only difference is Denny has won 2 stages in a race. That is really the only difference between Kurt and Denny. Bubba, he had a 2nd at Daytona, a 13th at, what track is that? Atlanta. 16th at Martinsville, 16th at Dover. Other than that, he's had bad finishes, but he's ran in the top 15, top 20. Now, Kurt's had a 5th place at Phoenix, a 3rd at Atlanta, but 32nd at Coda, 35th at Richmond, 32nd at Bristol. At least Bubba has 1 finish outside the top 30, while Kurt has 1, 2, 3, 4 finishes outside the top 30. Denny has 1, 2, 3 finishes outside the top 30. So yeah, 2311 and Denny Hamlin are struggling this year. They're going to need a win. Where does that win come? We are halfway through the regular season after Kansas. If Ryan Blaney or Martin Truex, who run well here, who jump up there and get a victory, then what? Kevin Harvick gets a victory, Tyler Reddick. Now that's 11 regular season winners. I don't know if we'll get to 16. I think we'll get to 14. I think we'll have 14 regular season winners and then 2 drivers making on points. Like right now, the 2 drivers that would make it on points would be Ryan Blaney with no wins and Martin Truex Jr. with no wins. But my 4 picks to win at Kansas, the Advent Health 400, Chase Elliott, William Byron, Joey Logano, and Ross Chastain. So far this year, I am 4-3 in the Truck Series, 6-6 in the Xfinity Series, 4-8 in the Cup Series. I did not do Dover, but I would never have picked Chase Elliott. And I did the Busch Light Clash at the Coliseum, picked Joey Logano. And I'll probably be doing the All-Star race as well. But that is going to wrap up the Advent Health 400 from Kansas. As always, thanks for watching the Robert Sports Show. Don't just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports channel content.